What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games. Today's video, we're breaking down the best raid builds to defeat the upcoming 7-star Mightiest Mark Emboar that is Terra Electric for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. We're going to break down the best physical attackers, special attackers, and supporters that you should build. And of course, guys, if you like my type of content, enjoy these videos, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. Consider supporting the channel by joining the PanFam by hitting that join channel member button below. To dive right into it, all 7-star raids, as we know, have their hidden ability, and the hidden ability is Reckless, which means it's going to be doing an additional 20% damage to us with its recoil moves. Now, because of its hidden ability, I do think it's going to have Flare Blitz, which is Stab, Wild Charge, which is going to be Terra boosted, Head Smash, because it learns it by level up, and also probably Double Edge, it learns by TM, but we'll see. But 4 strong moves that will be getting an additional 20% damage boost. So Flare Blitz, I think, and Wild Charge are absolute lock-ins. Like, we got to prepare for a strong fire and a strong electric type move. And it has base 123 physical attack, and it's quite thick with that 110 HP. But also, it does have 100 special attack, so it might have a little bit of a mix attacking moves. But on the defenses and speed side, very slow and very frail. 65 defense, 65 special defense, 65 speed. So we're going to be able to outspeed it and probably punch a hole right into it, which means we can probably beat this thing with a one-turn KO. I'll be doing the research on that, and check out the channel for a video on that. But looking at the other moves, and these a fighting type move, it learns Hammer Arm on evolution, so it's sort of like its signature move in that way. So I can definitely see Hammer Arm being the move instead of close combat. And lastly, a covers physical move. Trailblaze looks like the best one, as it will be ground types, because ground is the only thing that beats electric. And Trailblaze would also increase its speed by 1. So I could totally see that being in the mix here. Now, for special attacking moves, it learns Scald, which would beat the ground types. Grass Knot and Solar Beam to beat the Mud Boys as well. 4 times super effective. Gastrodon, Quagsire, absolutely obliterated. And because it is a fire type, it could have Sunny Day. So Sunny Day to boost the damage of Flare Blitz, but also give it that 1-turn Solar Beam. So that is something we'll have to consider in these builds. It is rare, and it probably won't have that, but if it does, some of these builds might not just work. And his only strong setup moves is going to be Bulk Up / Curse. Either one is going to increase his attack and defense by 1. So it's going to be really strong on the physical side. So I think attacking on the special side might overall be safer, but we'll have to see when the raid comes out. And now for the best physical attackers. And of course, as a reminder, all these Pokemon are level 100. They all have perfect IVs, all have EV training and the best possible nature. So Landorus Therian is going to be my personal favorite of the physical attackers, because 1, you're ground and flying, which means you're going to be immune to electric, and you're also going to resist those fighting type attacks, and we're going to have the item Shell Bell to Terra Ground. Now, you have the ability Intimidate, which is great. So you're going to come into battle, and Emboar's immediately going to be hit that at -1. So that's going to make it even safer for you to start setting up. So we're going to go max attack and max defense here, just in case. Max attack, max HP is also going to be very good with the Adamant Nature. Now, it's going to be pretty simple for us. We're going to just set up Swords Dance like 2-3 times and just spam Earthquake. Now, if you get a chance to drop a Leer in here, you know, you can put that -1 defense on Emboar, which could be nice, but you probably won't end up using this. But something that you could actually use to set up in the beginning to build up Terror Charge is Mud Slap. So, you know, it goes through shields, it lowers that accuracy, and it'll build your charge up. And so when it's less accurate, it probably won't be hitting you, and it should be smooth sailing with this Landorus. Now, another great option is going to be the Garchomp, and Garchomp's actually pretty nice here because, you know, as in a ground and dragon type Pokemon, you're going to be immune to electric, and you're going to resist that fire, which is going to be pretty nice too, and you're going to be neutral to grass as well if it has like Solar Beam or something like that too. With the Terra Ground, we're going max attack, max defense, but max HP also works as well. And you could have the ability Rough Skin instead of Sand Veil. It doesn't really matter too much in a Terra raid, and we're going to have Adamant Nature. Now, we're going to do this something similar. Swords Dance, Earthquake is going to be our big damage. We're going to have Dragon Shear. Dragon Shear is going to increase our critical hit rate by 50%, which is actually huge, and it's going to boost all other dragons on the field by 50%. So if you got a team of Garchomps, everyone's going to be critting. If you're not a dragon, then it's still +1 to crit, which is pretty nice. And we also have Breaking Swipe, which will lower the physical attack of the Emboar by 1, and it'll build up your Terra charge. So that's actually really good too. Garchomp actually looks really solid in this raid. Next up is Great Tusk with that ground fighting and the Terra Ground Shell Bell. I have mine max HP, max attack, Adamant Nature. So something fun is if the Emboar does set up the sun, you're going to get a photosynthesis boost and get a physical attack boost with this EV spread, which means you're just going to be doing even more damage. So that would be really nice if it does set up a sunny day. Now, you don't have Swords Dance, but you do have Bulk Up, so it's going to be a little bit slower on your damage output, but you're going to get more sustain here with that physical defense getting buffed as well. Now, if it does want to set up on you, you do have Taunt, so you can like pop off a Taunt in the beginning, so prevent it from using Curse or Bulk Up or Sunny Day or whatever like that too. Now, your damage options are Earthquake, which is very safe, but you also do get Headlong Rush. Now, this is like ground type close combat, so it is going to lower your physical defense and special defense. However, it's going to do more damage, so this is a better move to use when you're ready to finish off the Emboar after, you know, a couple of bulk ups. Let's say you have 3 or 4 bulk ups, and then you're ready to pop off, try to go for that one-turn KO. Bam, Headlong Rush might be the better move for you there. Next up is Ursaluna. Now, the only downside I'll say to Ursaluna is you are a normal type, so you are going to be weak to fighting type moves. So maybe not the best option, but it does have really high physical HP and defense, so I still think it's worth recommending. So we're going to go to Terra Ground in the Shell Bell with the max HP, max attack, Adamant Nature. Very high stats, and the nice thing is it does have the ability Guts. So let's say the Emboar does have Will-O-Wisp, which it can learn. If it hits you with a Will-O-Wisp and you get burned, you're going to actually get an attack boost instead of having your attack cut in half. So that's a really strong niche that Ursaluna has in this raid. Now, something that's really cool about this is if you can take one move really super well, you can set up a belly drum, and if you can take the next hit, you can go for a Headlong Rush or an Earthquake. With that Shell Bell, you'll do so much damage. You'll be at that +6 popping off, doing huge damage, and get all your HP back from that Shell Bell. Now, if that is too risky, which it might be, I would not recommend that strat in solo, by the way. I would think a belly drum strat would only be good in a team comp strat where you have some supporters. Maybe they have a life dew. Maybe they can use like chilling water or something to make it so the Emboar does less damage. But on a solo strat, you're better off using Swords Dance, Earthquake strats, same as like the Garchomp and the Landorus. But you're still doing a lot of damage, and you got some great stats behind you. So I think Ursaluna also is phenomenal because you do have Headlong Rush, which means you can pop off a little bit harder than the Landorus and the Garchomp can. Now, our last physical attacker is going to be Terra Ground Mudsdale with Shell Bell with the ability Stamina. So whenever you get hit, you're going to get a physical defense boost. You're going to be at +6 defense without trying, which means the Emboar isn't going to really be able to do much to you on the physical side of things. And be +6 defense, who really cares? Flare Bits, whatever. You only got to worry about special attacking moves. So if it does have Scald or Solar Beam, then Mudsdale probably won't be that good. Max HP, max attack, Adamant Nature is probably good, but instead of max HP, you could go max special defense. Pretty simple stuff. Mud Slap to build up the Terra Charge and to lower the accuracy. Earthquake to do big damage. And you also have Curse to increase your physical attack and defense, but lower your speed by 1. Mudsdale is a decent option, but I would definitely say not better than any of the others. Personally, if you had to only build one of the physical ones, I would probably go with Landorus as my main pick. For special attackers, which don't have to worry about getting burned by Will-O-Wisp because they don't really care. They don't get nerfed by it. And I think the best special attackers can be Landorus with the ground and flying, immune to electric, and resist the fighting type damage with the Terra Ground and Shell Bell. Now, I'm running mine with max special attack, max HP, but you can also run max defense, max special attack with the Modest Nature. Now, we have the ability Sheer Force, which is great because Sheer Force allows us to do more damage with moves that have secondary effects. Something like Earth Power will do more damage. Something like Sandsteer Storm will do even more damage. And what's great about this Pokemon is we have a really high special attack, but we also have Nasty Plot. You further boost. So this is going to be better than any Calm Mind user. We also have Rain Dance. Now, Rain Dance is really nice because, one, it makes fire type moves do 50% less damage for 5 turns, but also it makes our signature move, Sandsteer Storm, 100% accurate. So there is a huge advantage for going for 3 Nasty Plots, Rain Dance, and Sandsteer Storm. Now that is 5 turns, and you'll probably need to attack at some point just to get your HP back, but if you can fit this into the combo, I think it's going to be definitely worth it. But if you can't go for Sandsteer Storm, then Earth Power is going to still be stab, super effective, and Terra boosted as well. And I think Landorus is definitely the best special attacker. The other one to consider is Terra Stellar Arceus with the Terra Ground. Now, the only main issue I have with this thing is you can't run Shell Bell on it. You have to run Earth Plate because normally you're going to be a pure normal type Pokemon, and I don't think you really want to take stab, super effective fighting type moves. It's just not going to be great. So you sort of have to run the Terra Ground with the held item Earth Plate or the Terra Stellar either. Both of them work. So I'm going max HP, max special attack with the Modest Nature. And Sam, like, it's just the Arceus play. It is Calm Mind setup. I think Calm Mind is just not as good here because the special defense stat isn't that great, because I don't really expect any strong special attacking moves from the Emboar. But you do have Acid Spray. So what you would do here, use Acid Spray 3 times, get your Terra Charge, immediately Terra Stellar, and then start spamming with the Judgments. Or you can also go for like a Calm Mind and then start going for Judgments and heal with Recover whenever you need to. Now for supporters. Once again, there's going to be plenty of great supporters. So I'm only going to cover a few particular ones that stuck out to me. So I think Clodsire is actually really good here. You resist the fighting and you're going to be immune to the electric, which is pretty cool. You're going to have the Shell Bell. So for your EVs, I would actually go max HP, max physical defense. But, you know, I didn't read fix mine. But, you know, if you want to go max special defense with a plus defense nature like mine, that also works too. Now, why this Pokemon is great is because you can just spam Acid Spray to help any special attackers. And you also have some decent special attacking moves. So you can deal damage with Earth Power, which is going to be your big damage thing. Or you can go for Chilling Water, which is a special attacking move. So it'll do more damage to Acid Spray, but also it'll lower the physical attack of the Emboar. And you also have Mud Splat, another special attacking move that will lower the accuracy. So I think Clodsire is going to be really phenomenal here with these 4 moves. Next up is Gastrodon with the Terra Ground, and once you're a water type, so you're going to resist fire and you're going to be immune to electric. So that's going to be really awesome. But to note, you are 4 times weak to grass. If it has Grass Knot, Solar Beam, Trailblaze, you're dead. So keep that in mind. But the Shell Bell, max HP, max special attack on mine. I know like max defense is better, but you can do a lot with this Gastrodon. You can definitely pop off with Gastrodon. It actually has some good stats. Stab Chilling Water is going to be really nice. And then you have Stab Earth Power, Stab Mud Slap. And you also have Recover to heal yourself up in general. So another good option too. And my last option is going to be Pylosand. And something cool about this Pokemon is you're immune to electric and you're immune to fighting. So Pylosand is great. You probably don't even want to Terra this just to keep both immunities. And I have the Shell Bell on mine. You can go max HP, max special attack. I forgot to nature it. If I was to do it, I'll do Modest. Or you can go max HP, max defense, up to you. Water Compaction probably won't come into play, but it's a cool ability in general. So what is cool about this is we do have the move Scorching Sands. So we can spam Scorching Sands and try to get a burn on the Emboar. And if it's burn, his attack gets cut in half, which is actually massive. So this is technically better than Chilling Water, and it's stab, and it's super effective. But once you get that burn, you can just go for Chilling Water to make it even more pathetic and useless. Of course, you have Mud Slap to lower that accuracy, and then Earth Power to actually do some big damage. But Scorching Sands does big damage too. It's 70, so that is really nice. So don't sleep on Pylosand. I think this might be the premier and the dopest shiny for a supporter in this raid. But there you have it, guys. Those are all the Pokemon I recommend for this raid. Should be a super easy one for the Pan fam. I'm going to be doing another video on a turn 1 KO strat, so be looking out for that on the channel. And of course, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it, and catch you guys next time. Peace out and have a great one.